first class.
You see, I am an attorney. I ordered the ticket in the post. It's mine.
There are no colored attorneys in South Africa.
You see, here is my card. I am a registered attorney of South Africa.
Smart bloody copper. Either go back and sit where you belong, or I'll throw you out.
This incident in Peter Maritzburg, South Africa, deeply imprinted on Gandhi's mind, leaving him discontent, embarrassed, and defiant. Though there had not been much of a previous desire in him, this personal experience made him clearly see the discrimination that Indians had to endure in South Africa. Facing further difficulties during the trip, such as not being able to get a hotel room, he realized what had to be done. Humiliated, he took an internal vow to get proper justice, to win rights for Indians that any average European citizen would have there.
It is just not possible. This so-called unchristian behavior is normal. They see no difference. And there's not much to do about it. Just let it be. One cannot change such things.
Mr. Khan, you are a successful trader that holds a social status that is higher than most Europeans here. Why do you let them disgrace you to such an extent? Do you not wish to be respected as a proper citizen, as you should be?
Being on a higher status in this country means absolutely nothing. They see me simply as an Indian. You must understand, Mr. Gandhi, that Indians were first brought here to work in the mines and harvest crops. They will never see us fit for anything better. No matter how high we rise, they will regard us in the same aspect.
Well then, something must be done about it. This injustice must be fought. Simply accepting and tolerating our conditions will just not do. I am confident that if we start our objective in a peaceful manner, other Indians will join our cause, and we will be granted the freedoms that we deserve.
Wonderful. How exactly do you propose we go about all this? Who will help us?
I will contact the press and the journalists, both here and in England.
This will cause a lot of trouble, but I like this idea of an Indian barrister defending our rights in South Africa. The commotion will most certainly draw the attention of people to our conditions and interest other Indians.
We are all humans, created equal. I am confident that we will be able to ensure that we are able to walk on the same pavement and enjoy the same rights as any other citizen of South Africa.
Some of them seem to be leaving. I hope they all will not get scared and leave, ruining the whole plan.
We should not risk arrest for nothing.
There, I see the journalist over there. He decided to come. First, I will address the people on why we are gathered here and what we hope to achieve. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here to proclaim our rights to have the same freedom as any other citizen in South Africa. We wish to enjoy the same freedoms as any other citizen in South Africa. However, we do not wish to do this through a violent means. We realize and fully recognize the forces and might that are assembled against us, and only we can do this through a peaceful means. We must take this one step at a time. We must take this one step at a time, and the first act we can take is to burn our passes. These passes differentiate us from other European citizens. Only by burning these passes can we take these steps towards our freedom.
We do not wish to engage in any riots or other acts of violence. This will simply be a peaceful demonstration through non-cooperation. We ask all of you to burn your passes in the fire along with ours.
Oh, no you don't. These passes are government property. Anyone who goes near the fire and puts in their pass will be arrested on the charge of destruction of government property. Any more of you want to set an example? Why, you little. Stop burning these passes. You want to be in some bloody trouble? You'll get it, you bloody fool. You are arrested for deliberately destroying government property.
Gandhi's act was regarded as one of the most influential since incidents such as the Boston Tea Party of the American Revolution. The burning of the passes and the arrests became very controversial and gained wide support.
So, finally, we are free again. It may have taken a lot to achieve this first step, but it was all worth it. I feel it was your method of a nonviolent approach that gained such wide popularity. Never before has any movement followed such an ideal, and I am surprised. It is far more effective than anything I have ever seen. We have gotten what we desired, haven't we?
Well, Mr. Khan, one must first be aware of certain things. Power is of two kinds. One is obtained by fear of punishment, and the other by acts of love. Power based on love is 1,000 times more effective and permanent than that based on fear of punishment. Yet, I do not understand what you are referring to. What has happened of which I am not yet aware of?
Haven't you heard the wonderful news? General Smuts has decided that the past laws are going to be changed.
Oh, I see.
General Smuts was a South African statesman, the Prime Minister at the time. After he decided to change the past laws under pressure from the public due to recent events, Gandhi remained in South Africa for some time, both as an attorney and to further civil rights for Indians in other aspects, such as voting. In India, a reverend named Charles Freer Andrews heard about Gandhi. He was very interested in how Gandhi had started the movement and agreed with Gandhi's ideals. Hoping to meet Gandhi, Andrews went to South Africa.
Good morning. My name is C.F. Andrews. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've come from India, and I've heard a great deal about you.
Oh, I hope it was not all bad.
Oh, come now. You know how significant what you've accomplished is. I strongly admire your beliefs in non-violence. No one in history has ever attempted such a thing. Machiavelli would say, it is better to be feared than be loved. But what you've achieved shows exactly the opposite.
Well, I am very glad to see that I have many more supporters back home in India than I thought I did. Listen, would you be interested in helping me further my cause? Some months ago, my contract as a barrister here had terminated, and I was about to go home to India when, in my farewell party, I noticed a bill in the newspaper which, if passed, would deny Indians the right to vote. Whether this is in retaliation for the fact that the past laws were changed, I am not sure. But I do know that this bill must be opposed. We Indians deserve the same right to vote as any other citizen of South Africa.
Why, that's a brilliant idea. Yes, I absolutely love it. It is most certainly something we should strive for.
Gandhi addressed an audience of Indians once more, appealing to them, asking for their cooperation in his opposition to the bill to deny Indians voting rights.
It has come to my attention, as I am sure it has to all of you, that a bill to deny Indians voting rights is in consideration. Naturally, this bill must be stopped. We must do everything in our power to oppose it. However, once again, we must remember that it cannot be done through acts of violence. Violence would only receive a large retaliation from the British. Since hatred and violence only begets more hatred and violence, we must use love and peaceful dissent. Only through peaceful dissent can we achieve our goal.
Andrews and Gandhi, as well as many others, worked together to continue to guarantee Indians the right to vote. By organizing a strike with a group of miners, they got to a negotiation between General Smuts and Gandhi. The bill would not be passed, and Indians would retain the right to vote. In 1915, with his mission fulfilled, Gandhi decided that, at long last, it was time to go home to India, where he was received as a hero. He joined the Indian National Congress and spoke there many times on his views and concerns, and noticed there were many conflicting ideas he would confront.